and welcome to the NXT review. We are the Dudley Boys of What Culture. I'm Adam Wilbourn, joined by Michael Hamflett and Michael Sidgwick, here to review everything that happened on last night's episode of NXT. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to What Culture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. We do daily wrestling podcasts where we not only review the show formerly known as NXT 2.0. Friday Night SmackDown. Saturday night, I'm in the main event. AEW Dynamite! Pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a roundup of the week complete with a bit of quiz, of course, on Wrestle Culture. As said, though, joined by Hamflett and Sidgwick to review last night's NXT. We're rolling, aren't we?
I mean, there's no getting away from it. This was awful. A good level of skits and bits will always keep this era of NXT above CWC Jawbreaker era. Chrome Skull, what are we doing here? Caged fans, though, it'll never ever be as bad as that, and it's impossible. Shawn Michaels, unsurprisingly, can do better in his sleep what Triple H could do wide awake, so that'll never change. Who's taking the register at Rooster School because nobody's attending? Jesus Christ, the fucking state of the wrestling on most of this show.
It were diabolical. This was, this sucks.
It's a lot of fun, though, wasn't it?
No, not very fun at all. Absolutely diabolical. Like, kind of rip your face off in terms of annoyed at how stupid certain characters are, at how much contempt I find myself in by them. Oh my God, it's the worst. And here's the thing. The Fed at large, wider Fed, main roster Fed, had an all-right start of the year. A few proper pro wrestling flavored stories with some veterans who know what the hell they're doing, okay? AEW, again, title picture is interesting, so the tone's been set for a decent old year for them. What NXT is awful, bro.
It's fun. I have a good time watching this every Tuesday night, and then you'd have to remember that the reason why the main roster is the best is because they've taken all the talent from NXT, of course. So we have to rebuild it all.
I'm not being funny. I don't want it to be like Booker T and just campaign for people to lose their jobs.
Booker was on one as well.
In my capacity of putting them over.
Yeah.
Even Jim Ross wouldn't do a live Ross report when he was on commentary.
I think I paid.
Oh, God, I think Viscera needs to lose about 50 pounds. When he finds it, loses another 300.
One more trips to pay window if it goes one more trip to the gym.
I think I pay the most attention to commentary on NXT because it's really fun to hear Booker T change his mind about someone or forget that earlier on he was like, yes, Joe Hendry beaten down, good to see him in the dirt. And then later on he's like, oh man, sucks about the whole Joe Hendry situation. And Vic Joseph's like, what are you talking about, Book? I thought you were happy he was gone.
Vic's stopped questioning it, hasn't he? He'll just sort of like, there's this kind of withered acceptance of this idiot that he commentates with, where he's just sort of like, well, yeah, that's the kind of thing you'd say, Buck. Like he doesn't want to lose his job or his career or his whatever credibility he's got commentating on the show, accepting what Booker T says as knowledgeable or worthwhile or insightful. Or
Vic Joseph has reached the point now where he's just started to say the quiet part loud, literally, like, I think it was during the last match, and again, I tuned this stuff out commentary-wise, but I did pay attention to this. Booker T is rambling on about something or other, and then without explicitly stating, shut up, man, we're about to go to the finish. Right, this is the part where you don't do your bits. It's the finish. We're about to go to the finish, so, switch on, like, raise your levels, He said something like, be that as it may, Book, but, he's just in a signature or something. He basically had to say, it's a finish now. Shut up now. It's the finish, Booker, man. And Booker might not be the dumbest person on this program.
Wow. Yeah, big return on last night's NXT. And I'm really liking Ricky Saints again now.
yes.
Ricky Saints has found his groove. Him and Ethan Page, I think, should be tag team champions on the main roster maybe as well.
Yes. Or is it like a Meg Griffin deal in contrast to the rest of this men's division?
Potentially.
But don't lump Tony D in all with that.
All right. I love.
One more week to go until we find out the old Plansky is.
I do love them. It's like at this point in NXT, like a wanker hawk and animal. Basically, they can road warrior this bitch like that just by being a couple of dickheads. Like, because nobody else is on there. Like, the gulf at the moment between Ricky Sainz and Ethan Page and every other wrestler is horrifying.
Yeah, it is. Oh, sorry, not for me. I like it.
I quite like it too, actually. Yeah.
Not everybody, because another one of our favourites has returned to form that we will get to, including his spectacular entrance.
Yes, of course.
But
I agree with you on that.
Yes, let's start at the beginning of the show. Obviously, loads of these qualifiers for the NXT Championship ladder match. Got the summit at the end of the show. But Joe Hendry's music hits. Where is he? Well, someone, who could it have been, who's attacked him backstage? He's been laid out. Now, the Vanity Project are stood over him, holding a chair, but they go, who's done this then? These boys are set for big things. I love them. Man, what's going on here? Jackson Drake's like, looks like he's been hit with a chair, if anything. Avar, as if a working week couldn't get off to a worse start.
The working week.
Walks in. They go, probably Tony D'Angelo, wasn't it? If anything. And in runs a referee to tell Avar that Tony D's arrived at the building. So presumably it wasn't him that attacked Joe Hendry. We'll get your thoughts on who it could have been in a second. But she tells the ref, does Avar, get medical attention.
Get medical attention.
Keep an eye on them.
And keep an eye on them.
Then she gets on the old headset, just always working, to announce that production, they're going to move some stuff around on the cards. And they throw to the announcers, where Ricky Saints there, because they're like, I can't do the match now. Ricky Saints is like, well, I was meant to be here for the old qualifiers. If it's a tag match you're doing, I'm out.
The worst sucks. I'm away.
I love you.
No, he's better. He is better, Ricky Saints, for about a full year. I'm thinking, God, he sucks. Yeah. He's not very good at all anymore, is he? But no, he's getting there. He's getting back. There are few things more cringeworthy than NXT's Chaos Law. Like, this seems to be a thing that from like 2019 onwards, Chaos Law, I remember the very first kind of pathetic episode of NXT on USA, the big hook for, you don't have to be bloody mad to work at NXT, but it helps. Remember when like the main event descended in, it was like Riddle versus Killian Dane?
Yeah.
And it descended into so it's like, bloody hell, if you watch this next week, there'll probably be even more mad scraps like this. Where everyone will fight each other. You don't have to be mad here to work here, but it bloody helps.
Especially the week after that. Like, that's definitely the one you want to watch. Yeah, there's nothing else on telly.
There's nothing else on telly, you idiots. So that sucked. And then
adverts, don't worry about them. You don't need them next week.
And then that 4 weeks of bloody hell, it's chaos around here. Chaos. It's chaos. It's chaos around here. And I said, all right, that's bringing Samoa Joe. That was the precursor to bringing Joe in as like Regal's mate.
Like an enforcer sort of thing, wasn't he?
Time. Bloody hell, what's going on?
And then, there's yet more chaos that is being repeated tonight. Oh my God, the tag team division, it's chaos. They're doing it again now. Don't remember like about a year ago when they just kept scrapping?
Yes.
They just kept scrapping and it was like, led to some stomach. Yeah, he's written down on his notes, tag team title chaos. And now, like, the show format, it's so chaotic. There's so much chaos in NXT that Ava needs to keep bloody changing the friggin'...
Second a week in a row, she's been on the headset, getting this thing back on track.
Yeah.
God, it's pathetic.
Who do you think attacked Joe Hendry then?
Well, if it's, like, the thing is, it was so poorly performed that a little bit of you were like, well, it wasn't them.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
As well.
Like, they're doing the bit that is in itself, like, a bit of irony, but, oh, bloody hell, who could this possibly be? Like, not you? Like, is this making me stupid?
Has Cody done this as well?
So, hang on, right? Hang on. Is the camera meant to be there or not?
I think it's meant to film his entrance, maybe.
It's waiting for Henry, and then when it can't find him, the idea is you're then, through the rules of the invisible camera universe, allowed to find where he is. You know, that camera that would have been otherwise shooting his entrances.
So is that camera there or not? Or is it invisible?
Well, it's both as always. It's whichever makes the most sense in the moment, and then you change it for the next segment. You know
okay. I do. Because say it's there.
Yeah.
Right? It captures it.
every bit of it.
Every bit, so you can easily determine.
That's discounting NXT Anonymous, what we know to be a hidden camera thing that films everything happening at NXT that Ava hasn't once thought to check the tapes of.
So
unless she's...
Shut up, man.
Wait a second.
Shut up.
So
Anonymous. Anonymous.
So they could just find out.
Yeah.
Or it's rushed to the scene and the actual act, the impact, the blow to Henry has not been filmed, but then the camera has managed to set itself up, sort of, I don't know anything about cameras, but calibrate, like basically make still and get a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's like a perfect straight away.
Yeah,
it looks like it looks like a professional TV shot with the right amount of dead space, and in the picture, and in the process of setting up that shot, Vanity Project, if they are culpable, haven't thought to dispense of the smoking gun, as it were.
Yes. Well, can we? Because this obviously, is a show-long storyline. Really, I feel like it's the whole story that and the outcomes from this that we need to analyze and really pick at here. Because they're taking the piss a bit, really, with how stupid everybody is, aren't they?
How do you mean?
Well, right. Joe Hendry we're having to jump ahead here, I apologise. Format breaking, a bit like NXT. We need Avar to get on the headset. Joe Hendry gets attacked, and it's probably these. And the solution to that is neither to punish these nor replace Joe Hendry, but to stick them both in the match.
It's a 7-man.
Reward the criminals.
Well, she's got no evidence, so she can't punish them if there's no...
But now, if you're ever in a...
we don't put them in the match?
This is it, right? Now, if you're ever in a qualifier for anything in NXT, for me versus you in the qualifier for the big ladder match at the pay-per-view, well, should we just beat each other up now? Because she'll stick us both in then. Yeah. Let's not go, like, you hit me this week, I'll hit you the next week. Like, double chair shot, Avar will stick us both in, no worries. That is a preposterous precedent to set. She's
losing her touch.
She is honestly a moron. Hey, Ava, what's 10 plus 9? 21? You stupid.
Right.
Oh,
that's some good stuff.
It's classic because we know that from Vine.
Yeah,
it's a meme that James. It's a meme that James and all of his it's going around the country. It's a nationwide sensation.
Oh, is it back? Oh, good.
So if you want to be like the cool dad, you just you want to be the cool dad. He's sitting in front of their mates when they're on PlayStation.
I remember that.
Right.
We were picking on it. Shawn Michaels needs his feet holding to the fire here because
what's he got to do anything?
It's not real, you see, Wilbourn.
Excuse me.
This may shock you, but Avar is acting.
She's not the acting general manager. She's got made permanent a long time ago. Yeah. Isn't that right, Adam?
She's the final boss.
Yeah.
Are they running a story based on the fact that she's also bailed her criminal friend out? Are they running a storyline that she's losing control? Is that actually happening? Because a couple of weeks in a row, where
Triple H, no confidence.
Yeah,
thing that they did.
Where CM Punk was a scab.
He wasn't
he?
Him, Sheamus,
scab in a blazer.
Who else was there?
3 months after the pipe bomb. Cena, Sheamus, CM Punk. I feel like there was one more. Idea being that all the main eventers, you stupid mid-card loser marks. They were all being led by Renegade The Miz.
The Miz and R-Truth.
The Miz and R-Truth were trying to...
Honestly, it went from pipe bomb, anti-establishment CM Punk, voice of the voiceless. He's the only person who understands how broken this system is, and the fans have been saying it, or the hardcore fans have been saying it for a long time. June 27, famously, by October, he's lost to Triple H.
Correct.
Triple H scored a visual pinfall over him in said match before albeit with interference, then defeats Triple H.
Yep.
And then kind of agrees to cross the picket fence.
Didn't he lose to
work?
I'm
not finished.
Sorry.
Work under Triple H, who he's kind of like they've got their arms around each other, like they're just good buddies, trying to keep the ship afloat. I lost so much respect for CM Punk, the character.
They tagged together, didn't they? Remember they have that pay-per-view where they're tag partners. We're mates now, that kind of thing.
And they lost.
They won, I
I
think.
thought they lost to.
Well, they might have lost. Yeah, they lost to
Truth
Awesome
and
Truth.
Miz.
It's probably Punk that got pinned.
Yeah.
Because then he lost.
Summer of Punk though,
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously.
which kicked off with him with the WWE title in November.
Yeah, they kind of just pretend it's like pipe bomb followed by Howard Finkel wins the title.
Yeah,
That's like they've.
don't want to happen. It was so crap. Like the worst thing about it was he was calling out Vince in the promo. Triple H, doofus son-in-law. Immediately you're thinking, is that WrestleMania? Is he going or what? It's so pathetic how they give him John Laurinaitis. Oh, he's an authority figure. People know he's actually in management. It was so low stakes as well. Like even his 2012 was crap because of that Laurinaitis stuff. And like
Abysmal performer, John Laurinaitis.
He was. And like even CM Punk, it's like there's nothing he could do except like be mean-spirited and snarky. And it's just like, I'm getting nothing out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Ugh.
What did you get out of the NXT tag title match though?
Even less.
It was DarkState versus
even less, bro.
I like Saquon
At least
Sugars.
Punk was, working Brian.
I like Saquon Sugars, I'll say this.
Considering that this was for the belts, so
With the worst title match in years?
yeah, is it the worst match we've reviewed this year?
No. Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch was this year.
Of course.
And she ground pounded her own ass. and you know what? The worst thing is she thought she ate.
Sid couldn't throw a worked punch.
He hasn't done his recap yet.
Oh yeah, you haven't, have you?
I haven't really got a lot of notes to go through, to be honest, for this exact reason. I said, I liked Sugars. I thought Sugars was good in this, of just being like, oh, bloody hell, these two OTM lads are a bit big.
Mm.
And he got thrown out of the ring onto Cutler James, I believe it was, to take us to a break. When we come back, DarkState have taken over. But OTM fight back. There's corner clotheslines for both of them, both of the members of DarkState, not just Saquon Sugars, but also Osiris Griffin. And they do that double team where he picks his partner up and slams him onto the opponents. Lucian Price grabbed Sugars by the hair, and they're going home. Oh, I should have mentioned, at some point they show the real tag champs in our eyes. Hank and Tank watching, taping up their fists or whatever they're doing backstage. Meanwhile, there they are again. Never too far away, the Vanity Project. They inexplicably run out during this. Poor Brad Baylor gets chinned, and Saquon Sugars rolls up Price, puts his feet on the ropes, and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, the finish.
Sorry, yeah. That was the planned finish.
Yeah.
Feet on the ropes, his feet near the ropes.
Barely near. Like this, that was a botch. This wasn't bad because it was a botchy match. It was bad because the stuff that looked fine looked bad. What I was going to say about Sid was it never mattered how terrible his worked punches were because look at him. Like you could get by with so much when you had Sid's aura. These were working with that Sid featherlight style and have negative aura.
Yeah.
It's like the stuff. The thing is, the stuff they can't teach. That's obviously it's the hardest for any wrestler to have ultimately. But there is stuff you can teach. Like get taught every day at Rooster School. Which again, I must ask if they are attending because this was bad pro wrestling. This is
the
so soft.
Oh God, it was pathetic.
And the time it would take, transitioning between spots and between sequences, you will never see colder hot tags and less.
The rhythm of it was so awful, wasn't it?
Off, wasn't it? The cutting the ring off. I've never taken it on my life.
They don't know what they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing. This was a tag team match, right? WWE has booked tag team. Tag team wrestling is tag team, but WWE has booked a style of tag team wrestling forever. Watch any tape you want. Don't even pick a good one. Watch the 3-on-3 from Raw.
Terry
this
Funk
week.
or Michael Hickenbottom NXT Booker.
I mean,
You know, taking bottom.
Yeah, 2022, 2023 NXT was a revelation. Like,
Keep going. 2023,
24, 25, 26, probably 27, 28. Just unacceptable. Like, really, really poor. I would expect better from the Volvos. I'm never going to watch Evolve in my life, but I would expect better from the Volvos. And you turn that show on and nobody's in the building and it's that weird purple light and it's like, what's this for? And you realise it's for wrestlers.
Let's not have got purple lighting.
Well, it's for wrestlers to train to get good on that show.
It's what this one's for.
Hank and Tank, right? They developed. This is a developmental show. They developed. We were kind of like Hank Walker in particular was a bit like, I don't know. And then they found a bit of a gimmick that fit. They found an energy and a vibe. And then the matches came with it. You could tell the confidence was building. Like, I always go back to it. That spot where is it Tank that clears the whole ring and lands on the table with that dive in the match against Fraxim. I know it was Fraxim and everybody would have the best match with Fraxim, etc. But they were leveling up with it. And you do sense something good will come from the Vanity Project. So it was made worse by the fact that you're seeing these teams that like could offer you something. Nowhere near the actual match. I was really poor.
Watching this going, I don't know what to write for my notes here apart from the break spot. Like, 'cause nothing's, like, stuff's happening, obviously. Like I say, I'm not going to dismiss that they're not taking bumps and da-da-da. But, like, nothing of note is happening. And it suddenly dawned on me, I think there was a period where I was worried that the family were going to lose the tag belts to OTM. I thought, like, they're getting a big come up. They've been big video. Remember that did all the video packages. We're OTM. Da, 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 da. And I thought, boys, family might lose the tag titles. These, and they're still here.
And they're terrible. The rhythm of this match was so completely off. Like, if I'm Terry Taylor and I'm Rooster School is in session,
You're clocking out.
I'm clocking out. I'm at Rooster School. I'm sitting everyone down who's currently training in or classified in the performance center or classified as a developmental WWE wrestler on Wednesday morning. And shame them because they've been on TV for a while at this point. OTM. Put it on. You watch that? Yeah. That is what not to do. Like, never do a match like that. That would be like, it would be like read the riot act. You know, when, like, they say football managers read the riot act.
Got the big loss at the weekend, and normally you'd have the next day off or Monday off or whatever.
Yeah, get back in training. Get back in training. Like, it wasn't disastrous. There were no botches, thank God, because they don't really seem like they know what they're doing. Maybe, like, mechanically, they've got that feather-light touch, as Hamflett says, down to the point where mercifully if the result of bad wrestling is not loads of injuries, then it's the best kind of bad wrestling, really. But my God, like, they are doing stuff and just doing it and just doing it. And it's just like, do you know, you meant to, like, build a spot. There was no transitions. There was no, like, space between moves. There was just no mastery of, like...
Really bad selling.
No rhythm, just stuff. Like, one of the reasons why I hate certain wrestling fans, and, like, vehemently as well, is, like, they just use this language, which is more like of a weapon handed to them by pundits or wrestling companies that they are in the defense force for, and they don't understand what the hell they're talking about, or they can't really apply any critical thinking. Just because the spots in this match weren't cool or spectacular doesn't not make this a spot fest. This is definitionally a spot fest. It was a festival of spots, crap ones, but there was no rhythm to this whatsoever. There was no sense to build any drama or tension or anything. And it wasn't even like a good... If you want to do, like, this is like two big lad teams, like, we're the biggest powerful guys in the yard and whatever. Like, show them awesome Tanaka or something. Like, was there any dumbass bravado in this? Like, meathead. So you'll see it with Davis and Doyle. I'll get tribal. I don't give a shit. You'll see it with Davis and Doyle, where they'll sort of command the ring. Yeah. They'll put over their size even before the flex of muscle, you know. They'll prowl around. They'll celebrate the primal violence. They get it. They understand how to put yourself over. It's this, like, sort of over-the-top cartoonish force. You want to bask in it. So they give you a pause to bask in it. This is just stuff. It's awful. The rhythm was just horrible. I mean, what the hell am I watching this for? What are you training them? what are you doing? Especially when you're the most sanctimonious pricks of a company to ever exist, and you're teaching this in your rooster school. You know, like the slow it down company. Unbelievable. I watched this match and I thought, in 10 years, give it 10 years max, and it'll be an all-women's wrestling promotion, WWE. What is going on with the men here? This is terrible.
I was thinking, like, God, Randy Savage was good, wasn't he? Because Randy Savage would list somehow a match, 70, 80 spots or whatever, like Steamboat and Flair hated it because that's not how I do it, you know? But Savage would, no, this is how I do it, and then the match would be great.
Yeah.
So he's mapped it, he's wrote it all down, and yet it works. Like, that's its own kind of genius, I think, you know, that Savage's work was as good as it was. This was that by 4 idiots.
You would
Because
never know Savage did that until you were told.
Yeah. Like, it was as if they had the 70 bullet points here and then did them and didn't once think, was that going to make the match entertaining? God, no. But you've got to do 70. You got to get through 70 moves.
But as you said,
There were certain points when, like, someone was doing a move to someone else, and the person who was doing the move ended up with the person who was meant to be getting hurt by the move. Their leg was on their head. What the? He's not just getting lost.
But yeah, as you said, Sidge, tag team title chaos here because Hank and Tank run down to
Even the run-ins were awful.
I think to stop the Vanity Project from running away. Mm-hmm. Chase U get involved. DarkState is celebrating in the ring.
Slipping all hour.
But when there's chaos, what you need is a wild card. And that's where Nico Vance comes into the culling. And Spizzy! They lay out the champs. Give them the belts.
I think I want a season of NXT Unreal. Like,
oh
my God.
How does Gorilla look upon this show? Because, yeah, I'm with you, the run-ins were kind of a mess as well.
Yeah,
like, it all felt a little bit out of order and out of time. And
certain moves, like, just whiffed certain moves.
Yeah.
And
like,
was catching, like.
What's the boot off like, in Gorilla? Like, because it's a developmental. And
say, for example, like, Joseph Parks was the agent watching this. What would that sound like?
Oh, God, Sean, I'm really sorry. I said them all out there by mistake. There were supposed to be 2 of them, 6 of them. None of them could do anything. Brother.
Thanks, Joseph.
Like, we're in a bit of a bad mood about this show, and I get that, obviously. So I think what we need to move to next is something that I know will cheer all of us up. So we go backstage, and there's Blake Monroe in the women's locker room, taking the piss out of Jaida Parker and what have you. And when you're in trouble, you need your stars. And in walks Nikkita Lyons.
Oh my God.
She's back, baby.
She's awesome.
Sidge, I think you did the best impression of this in the office. What were her first words? Yeah.
Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe.
Oh, I love it. Says Blake. Good. Nikkita says she's so aligned with her queen. She's very familiar with Jaida Parker. And can't believe what poor Blake's been going through recently. She's reading her energy. She needs a bit of sage, some grass, touch some grass, basically.
Such great.
She says, what if little old me kicks Jaida Parker's ass for you? And then your path will remain clear. And Blake's like, what would you want in return? And she goes, just call me a saint. Please. Where have you been? I missed you.
I mean, I think she's got something, man. She has got an incredibly off-putting personality, but not off-putting in a way like Aleister Black, where you got no. You just want to be in. Imagine Aleister Black. I feel like a bit coming on here, but imagine Aleister Black turns up to a house party.
What's that going to be?
What's that going to be like? Hey guys, good tunes? Yes. Show me got any cider? That kind of thing. I'm going to get my acoustic guitar out. We're going to play some songs now. You know, you see Aleister Black at a house party and you're like, oh, God, I can see. If you know someone who's talking to them, they're looking at you like pleading for you to rescue them. Nah,
Come on, guys, I like a laugh for somebody in a punch bowl.
Guys, you know, I have to play with the, you know, the symbolism and everything. But sounds like devil music's getting played through there. You wouldn't want them at your house party. No. So that's
hey guys, you know, a lot of people comparing me to Nikkita Lyons recently. Speaking of Lyons, what did the Lion say when he got caught giving himself a blowjob?
I don't know.
Nothing. He just swallowed his pride. Now that works on that works on 2 levels. Because he's embarrassed about being found giving himself a blowjob, but also the group of lions called pride. And in the spunk of the lion could be future lions, therefore swallow pride.
Bye, Aleister.
We always have a good time in this pod. No matter what's going on.
Yep. Oh, God.
Just get to the match.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is...
Oh, yeah, Aleister Black.
Tell James that one.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, Nikkita's off-putting in a way where it's like, oh, God, someone chin her. Someone please chin her. So it works.
Was this just now, or was it earlier today?
Oh, the footage, I assume, was earlier on in the day.
I know why you're assuming that. You have to assume it, don't you? Because Blake Monroe, like, quick shot.
Oh, my God, she teleported home.
Yeah, no, they shot it earlier because, well, obviously,
because you're making excuses for them.
Nikita's in a wrestling gear, not in whatever she was wearing backstage.
Yeah.
And Blake's been told, right, you can peace out,
Get yourself away then.
Okay. She's it's the match is going on. She listens to them like, bum, 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 bum. You know, they're like, we'll be right back. But quick!
I need to set up an entire camera and lighting set up at home to do my promo.
Yeah.
What a night. What a night for the business.
It's the best television show. Yeah, Nikkita Lyons. I didn't really pay attention to the moves she was doing. I was more interested in what happened after the moves. Because I was like, when we get some posers. And we got some posers.
No, she's a poser.
She got like a 1 count and was like, yeah. That's right.
Multiple orgasms with Nikkita Lyons. Gonna have to make a comeback.
Yeah.
Imagine me at the beach.
I forgot about that.
It's a good trait. She offers something.
Yeah.
She had Tiger Driver in here, got a 2 count.
She doesn't look like she's trying.
The Tiger Driver took them about 4 seconds too long to set up. It's like, go on, give us your arm. You need to help me hurt you.
But eventually Jaida Parker took over. Clothesline, spine buster. She traps Nikkita in the corner. She drops a bum on her. Hypnotique and a deja vu gets the 1, 2, 3 for Jaida Parker.
I like Jaida Parker.
Me too.
I don't think this is working. I don't know if it's the Blake Monroe thing. That promo last week was awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward.
They gave her like 7 or 8, one after another, little stand-up lines that she could like knock out and I'm just going to keep barreling through all of these.
I could compare that to, you know, you see someone on like Mock the Week who's really good at like one-liners or not really, like comedies is sometimes stories or jokes or whatever. And sometimes it's just like clever bit of like Tim Vine wordplay. I remember seeing someone, I think they were supporting another comedian and they were opening for them and they just kept hitting you with like, and after a bit I was a bit like, right, I kind of want to get into more of this. And it was like, each line was quite good on its own, the Jaida Parker things, but like you say, all together you were like, no one talks like this.
No,
and
you've rehearsed 7 one-liner wins over Blake Monroe. Like, I feel like as well, it's that like old WWE thing that you didn't need to do with Jaida Parker. They're kind of softening her a little bit as this babyface potential world champion. She was about 6 months ago. She felt a bit dangerous. Yeah. And I think that's like, I don't know if that's a choice or just it's my perception of it or whatever, but this was a bit of a Nikkita Lyons night, wasn't it, as well? Unfortunately for Jaida Parker, you kind of were like, Nikkita Lyons is back. This is interesting. This is weird.
I will say as well, the crowd chant for Jaida Parker is insufferable.
We might pick up on that one.
Miss Parker.
Over in the buildings, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to listen to it.
So Jaida wins, celebrates, gets her arm raised, and then on the Titantron, like a white fancy couch and what have you.
She's been home ages.
wow, Jaida, that performance really was something, but it wasn't glamorous.
No, he's gonna have to get into. He'll help you get in a character by going Blake Monroe.
Oh yeah, butter my ass, Jaida.
She says no one takes the spotlight away from her. She'll be seeing Parker soon, basically.
Yeah.
One of your favourites, Ilio Lefleur, is backstage chatting with E.
What did you call him after his debut and his big proud moment last week?
I wasn't.
I think it was a useless tosser or something.
It can't have been that, but I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
He's there with Eli Knight.
Yes.
And Tavion Heights feels bad about losing the NXT Championship ladder match qualifier, but they had the PC jump in. They talk about how it's a shark tank around here, so just keep your head up, be ready for anything. I was like, when stars get in here? And then they did, because it was Ariana Grace Stacks and Lexis King walking in, and I thought business is about to pick up here. And King walks in, he's like, you taking advice from this prick? Yeah, all right, he's got some Olympic medals to back it up, but it's only like amateur stuff, isn't it? So what who cares about that? This is the big leagues, he says. It's NXT. It's a new era. There's money on the table for everybody. He says Tavion squandered every opportunity he's been handed. People like me, Ariana Grace, we were born into this industry. We're taking opportunities. Tavion was like, I beat you in less than 10 seconds. I'll do it again. And they have to hold him back, do LaFleur and Knight to settle the match for later.
Like, this wasn't the strongest of the segments to follow, but kind of immediately in love with this Nepo World Order B team. Like,
Yeah, I do like
They're
it.
trying to recruit later, yeah.
like knowing Nepo losers in which none of them are as revered as their family and never will be. So it's like, should we just get together then?
Yeah.
God. Like, there's a bit of a wink and a nudge that I really appreciated about all of this. Lexis King had another great night, didn't he? Like,
Not another one?
front and center of this group. Might work.
As per usual.
And then the Sixers were on, the Elegance brand. Well, I will not necessarily slag this off completely because
Had Mr. Elegance there.
who's that there in the background, huh? The Elegance brand. And what's the bloke called?
Mr. Elegance?
No. They're like spokesman.
Oh,
He was
right.
hit, like, on NXT last week. I can't remember his name.
He's got a fancy
got a
title,
name.
hasn't he?
Yeah.
Then
He's got one. Yeah, he's got a name.
Soul Reaper and Zaria, obviously number one contenders.
I've forgotten about Zaria and Zaria's stuff.
Is that next week?
Yeah.
Big show next week.
Hell of a week for Zaria to just decide to outright be like, hang on, for about 6 months now, has she been a complete to me? I'm going to turn heel. That was a bit out of nowhere, wasn't it? Worst time, if anything, Zaria.
That was class, though.
I'd have spotted that the last 10 times. Like,
I generally had to rewind to be like, has she said something there?
yeah.
She goes like, don't you worry, Zaria, I've got your back. She went, don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
I am a tag team. Yeah, they're going to hold the tag titles forever, they say, basically. Kick their ass next week. We go back to the women's locker room. Sol, where are you? She's in the Rumble, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
That's because of the implication.
Yeah.
Zaria leaves a voice message. Thea Hale's like, man, friendships, what they like, eh? So much for the friendships, eh? I thought we were in the advice right now. Next week we're going to fight. What's that about? Huh? And Zaria's like, shut up. Shut up, pube. You just fall into opportunity. She's like, I've earned that opportunity. You sure about that? Sorry, where's this coming from? Huh? See you out there, basically, set up the match for later.
Just a staggering lack of ambiguity for a storyline that has brewed for months about there could be a split coming, when's the split coming, who's going to be the heel, who's going to be her. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Good job we got that out of the way.
I was just
out of nowhere.
I could not believe this. I couldn't believe it.
I think I think she's going to put a good face on next week. We're like, what performance selling the Rumble? And they're going to win or lose the tag titles. Who cares, right?
How could you do that?
Yeah, don't touch me like that.
Thea Hale as well. People like Thea Hale.
I like
Yeah.
Thea Hale.
Zaria's like, oh, Thea Hale, bitch. It's basically what she said.
Pretty much. Wreck off.
Rack off, you bitch.
Right.
Good babyface promo.
Yeah.
Myles Borne's walking through the backstage area, and I just love it. Well, here it is. In slides Ethan Page. Ooh, it's a big moment for old Myles Borne, huh? Let's find out who you truly are. Are you righteous, or will you finally be ruthless? And he says, look, that Dion Lennox, he doesn't give a damn about the rules. That's why they've got gold and you got nothing in your trophy case. Look, if you want to be in that ladder match, do it by any means necessary. I was like, fires back nicely. Don't worry about how I conduct my business. And then, thank God that prick's out of the way, turns around. Hello, everybody. Ricky Saints is here. Him and Ethan Page are basically going finger guns at each other. Pow, pow, pow. Hey, I love this aggressive Myles Borne. He's awesome. Myles is just hating it. Hey, Myles, why don't you chill out a little bit? And then Ethan's like, it's funny, the only way Myles could actually channel his aggression is you being your obnoxious self.
Have we stumbled into the solution to all of NXT's problems here? 2 flashy Bob Hollies. Put the belt on Ricky Saints next week. Then put the tags on these 2 and have them beat everybody.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. This stuff is great. It's like a main roster quality act. I'm with you. You've seen it out with Saints for the first time. Like, Ethan Page kind of strikes again on this show. You saw it last week when they were just passing each other in the aisle before Ethan Page's match. It's worked
Great,
instantly, hasn't it? It's really, really fun stuff there.
Finally, Ricky Saints has rediscovered his charisma. He did a good impression of someone with charisma for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a bit of personality now.
Ava's chatting on her phone, talking about like people being in the Rumble and what have you. Slide in, our boys, the Vanity Project. Hey, how's Joe Hendry doing? She's like, he's not medically cleared. And they go, yes, like that. She's like, do you think I'm stupid or dumb? I saw you with the steel chair. I know. We all saw it. We all walked in and what? Anyway, and you bloody got involved in that tag team title match tonight. I should bloody revoke your contract right now. But I can't technically prove you attacked Joe Hendry. Therefore,
how do you go from that one extreme to the other, Ava?
Therefore, Jackson Drake, you're straight in the title ladder match next week. And cutting a promo in the main event.
Mad.
So she's gone from...
Vanity Project are banned from ringside. Also, if Joe's cleared, he's in the match as well, like you mentioned.
How do you make that jump, though? How do you make that? I would actually fire you. Mm-hmm. Now that I've had 1 second to think about it, we could... probably in the match.
I've got the answer. Admin. That would take a lot of paperwork, that, right? And she's got 2 hours in the week. Because obviously she just turns up and goes, oh, please, chaos here, this, isn't it?
Give the admin to Robert Stone.
Good point. That's why she had to have the Volvos meeting during the main event title match that she had the other week.
She is absolutely hopeless.
You know how we always talk about Sean just books his own career? Maybe he thinks this is standard talent management. Because, like, 1997, I can't be asked for all this week. You know what, I will show up, but I'm going to go out and, like, shove gauze down my pants that looks like I got a massive knob. Okay. All right, Brett, like, what are you going to do? And then, like... He would go backstage.
I won't do a job for you.
Yeah, I will never return the favour. Lost my smile. Like, immediately returns, gets a belt, gets another belt. Like, he thinks, that's what happens. You are the worst, and you get constantly rewarded.
Yeah.
Like, maybe he just thinks that's what you do.
Bloody hell, Brett, guess what? Lost my smile. I had my cover and keys in my wallet. Bloody smile's gone, hasn't it? There you go.
He is. I thought I'd left next to my knob, which is massive. Yeah. Bigger than yours, probably.
I thought I could feel him in my pocket, which was my massive cock. Sorry about that.
He's awful at his job.
I don't know how it's happened. Yeah.
No, he's always
he needs to take back the
awful.
power from Ava, and really grab the reins of this place.
He's awful.
That podium. I feel like I'm Fritz talking to the Von Erichs.
Okay, you can be in the match. What? What the f*** are you talking about, Ava?
I'm Fritz with my Von Erich bookers. There's Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker, and it's like, Undertaker, you're in front at the moment, but the order can change.
Yeah, the rankings can always change.
And then we got the qualifying match with Myles Borne and Dion Lennox.
Hang on, what if Triple H has to, for one reason or another, can't continue? Taker or Michaels?
Well, right now it's Taker, isn't it? I'm doing it now. They've given me f***ing row.
They've given me the book.
I mean, you'd want to look at it, wouldn't you? Like,
100%.
imagine a month of Dead Man Raws.
What was the phrase? Hundos. Absolute hundos. I want to watch
Oh, God.
Every wrestler on a motorbike.
Yeah.
Back week.
I guess
another
what?
role
I'm
with
taking
it,
over Rooster School as well. What the hell kind of guys we got down here teaching these kids? What the hell? He's gonna have a look around. Norman Smile. They should call him Norman Frowny. Teach him how to be mean.
I remember E-Train. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. Never kicked on like he should have.
I got a finish for Raw. Put him in a coffin. Set the coffin on fire. Kick out at 2.
So Dion Lennox versus Myles Borne in the NXT Championship ladder match qualifier. Myles Borne's good in there. Ethan Page comes out.
He's all right.
Ethan Page comes out as Borne sends Lennox into the steel steps, and he's a bit like, "Yeah, do it,
Do it.
keep doing it." And this is what I had to remember. I wrote it down. He'd been laughing about Joe Hendry getting taken out, and he was like, "Terrible situation with the whole Joe Hendry thing, huh?"
Which is it, Bug?
So subsequently, when they come back, Dion Lennox trips up Borne and tries to successfully puts his feet on the ropes, tries to win with his feet on the ropes, but the ref catches him. It's feeding into Ethan's thing of like, got to cut corners, got to cheat a little bit. He also pokes Myles Borne in the eye, does Dion Lennox. So Page is like, this is your chance. Slides the North American title to Myles Borne, runs around to distract the referee, but Myles is still so conflicted. He takes too long, and the referee turns around and catches him with the belt. And that's not sure whether or not he's actually going to do it. He's just holding the belt, but the referee takes it away. In amongst all this, Lennox covers Borne, gets the 1, 2, 3. He qualifies, obviously, for the ladder match. Subsequently, Ethan Page is in there berating Borne for not pulling the trigger, and Borne grabs the belt from him and twats him with it to stand over him. Said, I like the direction of this. I'm taking the belt off Ethan.
Yeah, me too. I do like the Ethan Page Myles Borne story. This was the best of a bad lot, this match. Low bar.
The
bar.
lowest of bars, my goodness.
But I do like the Ethan Page Myles Borne. They got pretty good chemistry
Yeah.
together. I kind of want to see them end up together. Like as like mutual respect assholes, like rather than just Myles Borne and him feuding, but I don't know.
Is Myles going to sort of, in a, not directly, but Eddie Guerrero-esque, cheat to win? Still be babyface, but cheat and be like, you know what? Good point, actually.
Tell you what, somebody paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero.
Nah, it's not. Shut up.
That might work.
No, it's not going to work. No one's ever going to do that.
No, probably not.
Come on.
Serious fantasy booking pitches only.
Yeah.
Thoughts on all this?
None.
I like Myles Borne, though, don't you?
Not really. I liked him a bit last year.
Mm.
It's not very good. He's all right. Not even funny. We go through this every day. One more time. I quite like good wrestling still. I prefer it to bad wrestling. Or I prefer it to completely mediocre, soft touch wrestling with no real identity to it whatsoever. And, Myles Borne's, he's okay. He's had a few bigger matches where he's not really impressed and he's just done stuff. So he's stagnating. He's going from okay to mediocre.
Agree.
We go into Ava's office, and there he is, sports fans. Tony D'Angelo walks in, surrounded by security. She's in the midst, by the way, slightly distracted despite the Don's presence, because there's Ricky Saints. Hey, I don't want anybody interfering in my ladder match next week when I become two-time champion. Whoa, here comes Tony D. See you later, guys. That sounds familiar. But he said he's got a message for everyone a little bit later.
Was this
As of right now, as of the lineup of that ladder match, put the belt on Ricky Saints.
Was this Tony D's Mamacita? Has he said anything up until now?
Not as far as I'm
This
aware.
is the first thing he's said, I think, and it was...
Oh, why'd you bail me out?
But it's not as it's Mopey D'Angelo.
Oh, why'd you bail me out?
Perfect. Yep, there we go. That's the new Tony.
Ava.
She's a moron. This might be even dumber, you know.
Maybe.
She says,
He was 10 plus 9. 21.
He loves a vine, doesn't he?
You stupid! That's what Tony T should have said. Stupid.
She says about how he's been ruining the show and running around like a vigilante, a wild card. She said, but NXT needs you. Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, guys like that, they're only in it for themselves. You know NXT better than anyone. Damn right he does. I need to know, are you in or you out? Tony D says,
In what?
well, this is why we have to tune in next week. That's the beauty of it. He says, oh.
You don't know now.
Do it again. Oh. You know I had to get your attention somehow. I'll let you and everybody else know what my intentions are next week. This is not the same. Tony D'Angelo. Ew. And then she says, very sternly, Sidge, Tony, do not interfere in the ladder match next week.
Tony, do not interfere in the ladder match next week.
Is he in or is he out? That's
I am
the question.
hooked for next week's show.
Probably not have to be on it because I reviewed it.
Rumble, post-Rumble Raw, and this. Oh my God.
Oh, that's an awful voice. One thing I will say is Ava's so dumb. Like they need to give her help. She's not got any charisma. She's got any personality. And it's weird when you say to someone like, yeah, that was in theory. He doesn't really have much charisma or personality. He's got that level of TV-ness.
Yes.
She's honestly, man, you'd see her walking around and listen to her on the phone in Tesco, and you just would never, ever, ever even think to eavesdrop on that conversation. Just a complete non-entity. Just a completely no personality non-entity. You have to help over the scripting to make her seem competent or authoritative or something, or, like not stupid. Which is basically, I think, getting at, even though he has ruined at least one main event.
Yep.
Or
a couple, I think.
He's two.
Yeah.
There's been there's been a couple of post matches, but he's actually ruined some matches.
Mm-hmm.
There was the no DQ match that Joe was in with, I think, Dion Lennox.
Yeah.
And he just smashed them both and then draped Joe over the top.
Mm-hmm.
See, that was last week.
Was that last week? Or was that when he got arrested? Because no, it wasn't last week when he just, like you say, post-match attacks. Which was like, well done, you've qualified for it. And he's like, I'll let you both.
More of them have been post-match, haven't they? Think about
There have been post-match, but he has ruined a match. He has ruined a match. Either way, he has potentially injured people. He's ruined matches by interfering in the middle of the match. So we know he's done that once. Is she saying, you know NXT better, like that he's some kind of loyal original? He's ruining the product.
The conscience of NXT. Hey! This guy from the Mafia.
He's ruining the broadcast.
We've got to find out what his intentions are next week.
So, but no, she should know they're not good.
Yeah, they go back along and they're mates, aren't they?
Kind of wait.
And she's like, you know what? We can still be like an ambassador for us. What? Yeah,
All-time champion. Disrespect Tony D just because he's had a bit of a grump.
It's
Rough patch.
Bailed him out. Her own money.
Is he a babyface?
Yeah, of course he is.
so hang on. It's what time is it? What time is it?
Tiffy time. Oh no, I thought that's what you were setting up. Sorry.
Let's get off. Thanks, Nicholas. It's 20 past 3. Did you offer him into the match and then he said no?
No.
Right,
She just said don't get involved in the match next week.
Yeah, okay. But when she said, are you in, are you out? What does that mean?
Are
In
you
her vision of NXT,
exactly?
fall in line a bit. I want you back as a wrestler, not as a disruptor.
Okay.
I think. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll find out next week, pal.
But she's an idiot. What does she expect to happen during this ladder match?
She said don't do it, so she expects him not to do it. We'll have to tune in to find out, I suppose.
Be there.
Just suspend him and say you're fired. If you interfere.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Always a talent like that. AWE all over that. Squalor that up.
I mean, probably for Ring of Honor.
Don't disrespect him like that.
No, I'm being funny. If he gets released, he's going on Honor Club before he goes on Collision even. I'm sorry, Wilbourn. He's got no name value. Really. And he's not... What's his real name?
Tony D'Angelo. I don't understand the question.
What's his real name?
Tony D'Angelo. Is this a test? What's this?
Do you know his actual real name?
Tony. What are we doing here? Tony D'Angelo.
So he's got no name value. That's what you're saying.
The family's called Tony D'Angelo. What are you talking about?
Okay. Right.
His first name's Joe.
He might get one of those sort of... Remember Von Wagner turned up and got a shot?
Yeah.
The surname Wilbourn's got to like, I know that.
Yeah. Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell you what, no name value in Joseph Areola. Good luck, pal.
Oh, it's Joey Nipples.
Yeah. Honor Club...
The character just needs a bit of a tweaking, that's all.
Honor
That's all
Club,
I'm saying.
Honor Club, if he's lucky, TNA more likely than not.
Here's the twist.
TNA.
TNA, 100%
Oh my God,
TNA.
yeah, he'd be world champion about 6 times over in TNA.
Yep.
But he's better than that. NXT title stand delivery. Oy, oy, oy.
That's what everything in your life is about.
It's what we've been working towards for, yeah. Anyway, let's move on and talk about Uriah Connors. He ranting to Mr. Chase about how everyone else is taking these bloody opportunities. We're falling behind. Tired of doing things Mr. Chase's way. But Andre Chase...
Oh! Teachable moment! Teachable moment!
Hasn't got time for this. He's got to prepare to face that bad boy, Keanu Carver. So he walks off. In slides the man of the moment, Lexis King. Oh, I'm glad you're listening, Uriah. Your father would be proud. Mr. Connors, who's the old...
Finley, innit?
And he says, your father would be proud. I know mine would be too. Sits down in his chair, boom, straight into the match.
Fantastic.
Oh, it's fantastic there.
Fantastic production.
And he kicked Tavion out his ass.
I didn't know it was Finley's kid.
Yeah. So
why-
another Finley from
David Finley.
New Japan, yeah. Coming in.
Is he coming in, is he?
He's meant to be departing along with Evil.
I know about Evil. I know
David-
everything about Evil, thank you.
David Finley is...
Is that? What the f*** are we bringing in Evil for?
People like David Finley. He's... how to say this? Kind of like the Austin Theory of Jay White's.
God almighty.
Christ.
Goodbye, career.
He's like... If put it this way, we always say Jay White's an enigma. Will he ever reach that level? If we have to ask if he is, we're not asking the question with David Finley. Quite like, he's like a really good, fundamentally good dude in the ring. He's never shown me anything in terms of star power or nothing.
Meanwhile, there's
Was that?
smashing up the office.
Yeah, well, don't be happy with that. I'll have to see what happens. I'll go outside and investigate a little bit later.
Like the big boss man with his nightstick. You just come out to... What's been going on there?
Yeah. It sounds like some absolute tomfoolery.
So, yeah, Tavion Heights versus Lexis King.
Tomfoolery should be an NXT wrestler. That's Mr. Foolery, please.
Out comes the power couple, Stax and Ariana Grace during this match. Tavion Knight's in control, obviously. He almost pins Lexis King in about 10 seconds, straight out the gate. But King starts targeting his arms, or one arm, and as Heights makes a comeback, he goes sailing over the ropes trying to do a clothesline, lands at the feet of Stax and Ariana Grace. But they don't interfere. They're law-abiding roster members. He tries to get back in the ring. He's distracted by all this, though, and as he tries to get back in the ring, Lexis King's too quick, sidesteps him.
Has anyone ever said that?
And he hits the coronation to get the 1, 2, 3.
I prefer the 10-second version of this match.
Yeah,
I'll level with you.
For the 10-second version of most NXT matches, to be honest.
I like this Lexis King stable. Got real potential. I think it's exactly what the show needs.
Can you imagine? I mean, I know you're going to say next week is stacked.
It is.
This version of NXT, and let's just limit it to the people who tend to be on TV or have been recently. And they're probably going to have to do it soon, stand and deliver. Imagine this lot in a big, proper arena, like upwards of 16,000 people for off with that face.
Doesn't seem right yet, does it?
Sorry?
Like the Foot Traffic Mania, 16,000 people crowd. And they're watching like Lexis King versus like Jasper Troy or whatever.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Let's have a go on the chair.
They should do that at the in WWE
Access.
World or whatever it is, Access, yeah. Get dragged along Alexis King's chair.
Whilst we're on the topic, we'll just mention the bit where the Ren QCC is chatting to Charlotte Dempsey, and Ren's kind of off in her own little world. She's still not let it go, the whole thing with NXT Women's Champion. JC Jane.
No. She's going to be in the Rumble. That's badass.
But they all get interrupted by Ariana Grace Stacks and Lexis King. Ren and Kendall walk off. Ariana tells Charlie, face the facts, you're one of our own.
I don't know of a wrestler called Dempsey.
You actually, I'm concerned about that noise from earlier. I'm going to double check what that noise was.
You know what? I'll allow that.
Yeah.
I will allow that because I'm getting pissed off.
Like, oh yeah.
Just who's doing that? Who do you reckon is taking the piss outside?
That's a silly bother.
Yeah.
Well, man, screwing around.
Here's an idea. Why don't you sit down at your desk and do your work?
It's an idea.
It's an idea.
I got an idea.
Well, you know what? It's an idea, and here it is. So here's an idea.
Just ask for an idea. Well, I've got one.
Sit down, head down, do your job, do your work.
I've had it. I've said it. I was here first. So
I meant it.
there
meant
is.
it.
And he meant it.
Here's the thing. I sometimes I wonder what goes on out there. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, Stacks, you all right?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Well, chaos out there, huh?
Yeah.
Much like in NXT.
Exactly. What a show. Do you like this show?
I like your input on the show.
What do you think's going on with old Tony D, huh?
What?
Good to see that guy back around these parts.
Yeah, are you going to make up with him?
Maybe not. Stick around. Got to tune in next week to find out.
Of course.
We don't really know what's going on or what to make of Tony D.
It's just like me and this whole AJ Styles retirement angle at Royal Rumble this weekend. Is he going to go at the end of January? I thought we had a whole goddamn year of AJ Styles. What's all that about? I love that catchphrase of his, the thingy that AJ Styles built. What's he say?
The house.
What's the deal with houses, Sidgy?
Domiciles. It's, 4 walls.
Sorry, I love that Stacks would not know what a house is. Oh, a domicile, got it.
4 walls, roof, different rooms for, it's where you live, it's where you sleep, it's where you do some of your cooking if you're not at a restaurant. You like a restaurant. It's where you wash. It's where you do your household things, where you hang up your clothes after washing them. It's just your living space, your house.
Am I right in thinking Hugh Laurie once played one? What's all that about?
It was just a doctor who was called House.
I got easily confused. Sorry about that. My wife, actually, or my fiance, I should say, actually kicked me out of the house recently for my bad Arnold Schwarzenegger references. But don't worry, I'll return.
Spot on.
Excellent.
3 questions, 3 jokes for you guys. Question joke number 1. How does a penguin build a house? Huh? Picture that.
I thought I had something there. Wood glue.
Like the Yorkshire
Yeah.
Wait,
Wigloo.
glue.
Yeah.
No.
Do they live in igloos or not? Have I just made that up?
It's frozen stuff, isn't it? Yeah, it's the same thing. Set up again, please.
How does a penguin build a house?
Like penguin stuff, like I don't know, like
What is that?
the waddle. It's
Yeah.
like a material.
Don't know.
Oh.
No, I had that. Technically.
They waddle. They're black and white.
Fall over and that. Slide about on the bellies.
Crap stop, but we don't know.
So goddamn close, guys. How does a penguin build a house? He glues it together. Question joke number 2. Why didn't 4 enter the haunted house?
4.
What the hell's going on out there,
I
guys?
don't like
It's
it.
a bad joke alarm.
What's the
And when you got
setup, please?
Why didn't 4 enter the haunted house?
Because
it was like 5, because 5, 6, 7, 8, but that doesn't make sense.
no, it doesn't. Because 5.
6, 7, she 8.
Why didn't 5 enter the haunted house?
Yeah.
4. Not
4.
5.
4.
Why didn't 4
4.
enter the haunted house?
Oh, wow.
Has Nicholas got it?
I think I might have it.
Well, let's have it.
Yeah, let's
It's
take
not,
it.
it's not mine to do.
We are welcoming you taking a punt.
He doesn't want to do it, evidently.
So how would you... When you're afraid, what are you? Like,
Frightened.
no?
Scared.
Yeah.
Scared.
What does it sound like when you say it funny?
Scared.
Scared.
Squared.
Because it was squared.
Because it was too
Close enough.
squared.
I don't even maths.
We're not maths people.
Whereas increasingly, I don't know what kind of people we are. Where this,
Yeah, with this.
Final question, final joke for you. Another time I got kicked out of the house. But why did I get kicked out of the house by my missus when I was simply measuring my penis?
Why did I get kicked out of the house by my missus when I was simply measuring my penis?
Where and with what was Stacks measuring his penis?
Yeah.
Not just sat there with a ruler, keeping himself to himself, is he?
Yeah, no.
Like, like wiping his knob on the curtains or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
What do you measure? What gets measured in a house that your wife wouldn't want your cock near?
The scales or something?
I think we've just
Yeah, crept out on this.
zero for 3. Yeah. Sorry, Stacks.
You don't know?
No.
Man. Why did I get kicked out of my house by my missus when simply measuring my penis? You don't know? I mean, thing is, I don't know either. But for the record, I don't know either, guys. But for the record, it reaches the back of her sister's throat. See you later, guys.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Christ sucks.
Oh. Hi,
Bye,
Stacks. What was going on?
Bloody tomfoolery, innit?
Yeah, we knew that,
New
though.
staff member.
Yeah, we wanted you to determine the exact type of nonsense that was going on. With a lot of people out there.
Smoking and joking and playing jokes and stuff.
Well, why don't you tell them? Because there's a lot of people out there who need to hear it. Get your head down and do more work.
Yeah. I'll mention that. I'll send an email.
Where's the lie?
What are you up to? What were you?
Oh, just you missed Stacks again, man.
Oh, no. Any good stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. There was a really clever one that was basically remedial math that
We were too stupid to
too
get.
stupid to get.
What was it?
Why was 4 too afraid to enter the haunted house?
Because it was too squared.
Correct.
You'd have got it. We didn't.
Wish I'd
You're the maths guy.
been here.
How does a penguin build a house?
He glues it together, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Why did Stax' fiance kick him out of the house to measure in his penis?
Don't know.
Well, you have to watch the podcast and not putting that on the internet again.
So, Tavion Heights has just beaten. No, sorry, Lexis King has just beaten Tavion Heights. They had an NXT Origins personality profile. They're going Finn and Punk at Mania.
It was
No.
I don't think so. They're going Finn and Punk at Elimination Chamber, I reckon, in Chicago, and why not?
I just saw someone speculating that online today, basically, off the back of this.
Wasn't the ideal NXT episode 2 profile the actual golden era of the show, was it?
No.
Remember when these letters were this?
Odd choice.
Because now it's this.
Yeah, odd choice.
Well, we followed that up, with all of his turning a wrestler into a superstar stuff. Follow that up with Zaria versus Thea Hale. Izzy Dame, the North American champion, was on commentary. They go through a break, and Zaria dominates, obviously, with a power game. She does that hanging tree spot after the show comes back from the break, but Hale makes a comeback. She's going for the Kimura. Zaria manages to escape, though. Spears Hale. She wants to hit a finish, but Hale counters that with a tornado DDT. They collide. They're both down. And then, obviously, as they always do when these sort of matches are going on, we go picture in picture to see footage of the announce team as Tatum Packley comes flying in to wipe out Izzy Dame.
This show sucks. It's awful.
It's great, isn't it? And Izzy bails through the ring, distracting everybody, obviously, followed by Paxley. And Zaria turns around to get rolled up by Thea Hale for the 1-2-3. Thea Hale offers a handshake after the match. Zaria's pissed off. Suddenly, Fatal Influence hits. No JC Jane.
No.
But there is Laney Reid and Fallon Henley. They jump up on the apron, face off. And this is the part where, don't you worry, Zaria, I've got your back. Zaria snatched Hale up and hit her with an F5. What?
Yeah, this bizarre week of all weeks to just go full heel with Zaria off very little needling from Solruka, considering the stuff that's already happened. It's just so odd. I didn't think this match was all that bad, you know. I've forgotten that Zaria is a wrestler, quite honestly. Like, this tag thing has gone on so long, and their jobs, like, Solruka gets pushed. She has these big, matches. The Soul Snatch is really over. Zaria's job is to kind of pull faces, isn't it, and make those noises. Just seeing it was jarring almost seeing her in a singles match. But yeah, she was brought in as their kind of, Stephanie Vicaire, watch out for that spot. Why?
Yeah.
Right there. That was only a year ago, wasn't it? All that was going on.
Yeah.
Sidge, what would Zaria sound like singing Rain and Men? So curiosity.
Okay. That intro. God. 2 seconds. It's Rain and Men. Hallelujah. Always turns into Louis Armstrong. I'm gonna let myself outside and get out. It's so good wet. I love. I don't know, man.
Zaria sings all of your favourite songs.
What would Abyss sound like singing It's Raining Men?
It's raining, man. Hallelujah. I was supposed to say dry to when I was trying to get wet. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Lord. Thanks, Joseph.
Thanks, Joseph, sorry. Main event time.
Oh, thank God.
There was a match that led into this NXT Championship Ladder Match Summit.
Yeah. It's 2 things you have to talk about, though.
Yeah.
When you say main event, it's like the last thing.
So, I mean, there's 8 main events on this. It's like WrestleMania, isn't it? How many main events do you have?
Shut up, man.
It's Mr. Chase.
Oh, teachable moment! Teachable moment!
There's another one where suddenly Booker T decided to start calling him Mr. Chase. And Vic was like, nice to see you finally recognise that he's a qualified professional here. And he suddenly was like, I don't like him. But of course, he was taking on That bad boy. On Carver.
Match wasn't good.
No, he's got no presence.
Andre, I don't like his finish either. Andre Chase very briefly has a nose guard on. I guess ripped off early on by Carver, who just batters him. Obviously, chucks him around like an empty tracksuit. The words of Adam Nicholas. Chase bumps very well from obviously, but he makes a comeback. It's a tornado DDT off the middle rope, high cross. They go out to the floor. Carver sends Chase into the edge of the ring apron. Chase tackles him over the announce table, stands tall. A nice spot, actually. Carver jumps up onto the announce desk and drops Mr. Chase with like a sidewalk slam on the desk, chucks him back in, and it's like a twisting power slam.
Not convinced.
It doesn't look it like there's all the setup, and then it's like,
Yeah.
For the 1, 2, 3. Post-match, he keeps kicking the crap out of him, smashes his face into the turnbuckle, takes the turnbuckle pad off.
Crap.
Stamps on his head on the steps as well, I think, and then says, that's a warning for everybody.
The Dead Man and his ilk would, one of their favourite go-to criticisms whenever they watch all these kids doing the kip-up, flip-ups, was that, like, you've got to work to who you are. Like, there was a kernel of real wisdom within their cynicism and old wrestler head stuff. And I hate, it's a bit like when you say, like, you hate being made to agree with someone like a Bully Ray or something.
Yeah.
I sort of feel like that watching these, like, monsters on NXT of late. Like, I thought it would, like, Jasper Troy as well. Like, I think I'm starting to get it because it must be a footwork thing or like how you even hold your shoulders and your chest or whatever. These big monster wrestlers, like the bell rings, and they shrink in size.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous.
Like, there is obviously a dark arts to working like a big man, from someone who, I love him but useless, like the great Carly, to someone like The Undertaker, who suddenly became like a really great wrestler at the tail end of his career, but had by then put it all together. Like, what's not getting told to these guys? Because especially in NXT, it's a small venue.
Terry Taylor's a wimp.
Like, we can't all be roosters. There's supposed to be some stars in this business. Like, what are they not telling them? It's a small venue. There's a lot of small wrestlers on this show. The ring is 20 by 20, but that's about it. It's a great place to look bigger.
There's an Obafemi-shaped hole in NXT.
Absolutely. And he's the only one of late that has actually felt like a monster. They look so much smaller and weaker when the bell rings, and then you get that lousy finish. I hate seeing big wrestlers being given useless tosser finishes. Like, you can tree slam. Give them all the tree slam, because it's badass when somebody's massive is dropping you from 100 foot in the air. Like, yeah, it's a problem. It's like, there's a problem in the teaching here.
Yeah, there's a problem. There's a problem with the performance center. I mean, this entire enterprise is a complete joke. It's circus.
So I think we go to a break. Regardless, when we come back, several of the men in the match for the NXT Championship are in the ring. Shiloh Hill, Dion Lennox, Sean Legacy, Jackson Drake. I love me some Jackson Drake. Shiloh Hill, I'm not going to read his entire thing.
Shiloh Hill.
He's honestly, I'm scaring me talking about bones snapping like twigs in the woods. Loves that sort of thing.
He says all sorts of crazy crap.
Dion says he's going to win. Sean Legacy says he's going to win.
Sean Legacy, God bless him, cut the most generic promo possible, didn't he? I've been doing all kinds of crazy shit trying to get over, and now look, I made it now. I have an opportunity, and if you think I'm going to let it slip through my fingers, you have another thing coming. That's basically what he said, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
I do all kinds of crazy shit. I'm Sean Legacy.
You're not Sean Legacy, for I am.
But he's cut down by Jackson Drake. He says, that's exactly why your dumb ass is going to choke. Listen, here's the thing. I can be the human.
Hang on, who's he repurposing here?
Bit of Tiffany Stratton, bit of his Blake Monroe, bit of Riddle. Like, there's a few voices.
Dude.
It's the pitted guy, isn't it?
It's a pitted.
Pitted. I can be the human highlight reel. No problem. But unlike you, I'm calculated. I didn't even need to break a sweat to get into this match, but I didn't attack Joe Hendry, okay? There's no evidence of that to get me fired. My guys, Brad Baylor, you kidding me? Ricky Smokes, come on, dude. Next week, I'm going to put myself on the map. Of course, pouring out for Joe Hendry. I was supposed to compete against him tonight. Very unfortunate, untimely injury. All right, B. Good news for each of you. Good news for each of you is that you're all going to be part of history. You say you watch Jackson goddamn Drake climb that ladder, become the youngest double-time champion in this company's goddamn history.
Yep.
I love Jackson Drake. His face. Him and Brad Baylor's faces. And was Ricky Smokes the one last week? It was with his comedy
with
time.
Joe Hendry, yeah.
Mate, it sounds so bad to say. And obviously, this is entertainment purposes only, this podcast.
Oh, we all know that's the universal symbol for that.
Yeah. Hypothetically, if there was like a report, Fightful or whatever, you never get this anymore. Where's Jim Ross when you need him? Like, Brad Baylor sounds like he's being a piece of shit backstage down in OVW. Disciplinary issues. Yeah. He's on the bubble. If there's a report came out any of these dudes about that this don't take it seriously, or they're like nightmares to work with, like they're proper he was one of the dickheads. Reported to be Kevin Thorne. He was apparently
Mordecai.
He's apparently a bit of trouble. There was loads of them, just like loads of guys, young, dumb, full of cum. No WCW, just think they're getting fast tracked, and many of them were. They thought they owned the place. They've got great little dickhead looks, is what I'm saying.
Those early Proto Evolution shoots where Triple H is looking at Randy Orton and Marta Jindrak dicking about. Get Jindrak out of this room right now. Randy might have something, but that guy is a total loser.
Love to think how bad would it look like with them two hanging out.
Hey, Paul, come shake.
Hey, dude. guy comes, the shortest buys the beers, and just jacking it. And the guy who comes the shortest distance buys the beers. But they do it adjacent to people who don't need to see that or don't want to see that.
Triple H is can you believe what these dumb kids are doing, Rick? And refers to that. You playing game?
Come on. It's a lot of fun.
I won. Woo!
Woo!
Ricky Saints walks down with a ladder.
He's playing cum darts. Everyone knows that.
Evolution cum darts.
Flashback to that one where they had all those promos. Was it Money in the Bank where everyone was sat on top of a ladder?
Oh, God. Like an all-time worst. We've talked about from the terrible era.
Yeah. But every now and then it gets put on Twitter and people say it's great. So,
what was it you saw today? Was it on Squared Circle?
That pull-out.
Oh, God, I'll kill them all. I will kill them all. I'll do jail time for it.
A new post on Reddit. Didn't know how good we had it. And it was so specific and incorrect. We didn't know how good we had it between 2006 and 2014 because of this one image of 12 wrestlers from 2008 that everybody always says is roster was stacked.
If anything, you idiots. 2005 was considered a pretty promising. Are we back? Yeah, for WWE, and then 2006 happened.
Weren't. Yeah.
But yeah, Saints climbs up a ladder to look down on all these people and says, let me let you know something. The view up here is absolutely beautiful. As I look down on all you guys, it dawns on me that I see a lot of potential, a lot of future champions. But
God, I'm sick of hearing that now.
You guys are the
Where
seeds.
was he looking?
You guys are the seeds that haven't sprouted yet. I'm the rose that's come up from this concrete jungle known as NXT. That is why. Absolute Ricky Saints. He's absolutely built to be to be the two-time NXT champion. And bad boy Keanu Carver says, I'm done with talking. Big brawl kicks off. Saints hits Carver with a ladder. He goes to climb the ladder. It's like, oh my God, if he does that next week, then he'll be the new champion. But commentary says Joe Hendry's name and he appears injured, but nevertheless there. He limps down to the ring, ducks a clothesline from Saints, hits Saints with a standing ovation, does the turn, looks up at the title.
Good bump from Saints for
Yeah.
that. Good facial expression as well.
But then he gets dropped by Carver with that twisting power slam finisher of his, as Carver is the one that stands tall to close out NXT.
So I'm morbidly fascinated with this match next week because with
gonna
certain
stink.
exceptions, the field is pitiful, isn't it? Like, and the whole point of this is like fresh start. Anyway, Saints will probably win it because everything he was saying was true. None of them are ready, but him really. But yeah, they've got me on the hook just based on like how low can this go?
Yeah.
This is how have we arrived at this collection of wrestlers to win like Obafemi's vacant title? Bizarre, very very odd.
Never mind that, we're going to find out what Tony D'Angelo's intentions are as well.
So
Two hooks.
watching Graham Souness's Newcastle list. Oh, how did this happen? What the fuck? Well, it's good. Oh, it's never good, but the NXT. Stuart Angie, I'm tired. Just follows that I'm Sidgwick. Honestly, I'm tired, man. Getting up at 5 a.m. No. Every single Wednesday to watch this.
Try Thursdays. Let us know your thoughts on NXT in the comment section or on X at WhatCulture WWE. Watch, they can follow all four of us. Sort of. You can follow Michael Hamflett at.
He's such a rascal, isn't he?
Not
Michael
that bad
Hamflett.
now because they're in AEW.
Very good.
There's a bit I'm really confused about with them, actually.
Yeah.
They're like chowing down on some food and they're like giggly and like, it's like, are they like messing with the smoke machine or something?
No. Yeah, stand already.
What? Hey, WWE, come over here. AEW's got a doob.
Hey, do believe.
I didn't inhale.
That's what they should call it.
Bring
Yeah.
in the rascals.
Yeah. If you want to do some like wicked shit, go on my Twitter at msidgwick.
Follow our brilliant producer, long-suffering producer, Adam Nicholas at.
It's Adam Nicholas.
Follow me at Adam Wilbourn. Follow us all.
AEW Dark Elevation's got a class skateboard.
Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. And make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling wherever you get your podcasts from.
Don't wear a helmet.
Daily Wrestling Podcast. Dynamite preview available right now. But for now, it's been the NXT review. My thanks to Hamflett, Sidgwick, to Nicholas, to Stacks. Thank you for joining us. And we will see you soon.